Hello everyone. Good morning to all. This is quick recap chapter 8. So, how are you all? May everyone is fine. So, from today we systematically discussed about all the system of human body from nervous system to reproductive system. So, for further delay, let's start the topic. So today's topic is on nervous system. What is nervous system? What are the functions of nervous system and the organs which cover in nervous system we systematically study in this session. So let's start the topic. Before start the topic, you should learn about who is the father of anatomy and who is the father of physiology. So father of anatomy is Andreas Vesalius and father of physiology is Claude Bernard. Okay, everyone should remember these two scientists' names, who is the father of anatomy and who is the father of physiology. So let's start the topic nervous system. So nervous system is divided into two types. One is central nervous system and another is peripheral nervous system. So central nervous system again divided into brain and spinal cord. Means central nervous system contain brain and spinal cord, and peripheral nervous system contains all nerves and sensory structures outside the brain and spinal cord. All the nerves which are arise from the brain and sensory structure outside of the brain. It means, let's draw a picture of the brain. Here this is brain and it is spinal cord. So central nervous system contain brain, this is brain and this is spinal cord, and peripheral nervous system contain all the nerves which are arise from brain. All the nerves, it may be either sensory, mainly sensory, and motor nerves. So again peripheral nervous system is divided into two types. One is somatic nervous system and another is autonomic nervous system. Somatic means voluntary control over skeletal muscles. Soma means bodies structures, skins, cells and tissues which the individual voluntarily control over these cells or skeletal muscles. Okay, an autonomic nervous system contains involuntary control over glands and smooth muscles, and also in cardiac muscles. There are three types of muscles. One is smooth muscles, and second is cardiac muscles, and third is skeletal muscles. So skeletal muscle is controlled by somatic nervous system, and smooth muscles and cardiac muscles are not voluntarily. It controlled by involuntary control of the autonomic nervous system. So autonomic nervous system again divided into two types. One is sympathetic nervous system and another is parasympathetic nervous system. So sympathetic means sympathy. When you are in stress, this system is activated. In stress condition, you may try to fight or flight. This situation is arise. You may fight or you may flight. Here in systematic nervous system, the main neurotransmitter is norepinephrine, and in parasympathetic nervous system, here parasympathetic nervous system contains acetylcholine, main neurotransmitter. Here the individual is in rest or digest. In rest and digest condition, parasympathetic nervous system is activated. So let's turn over the next slide. Here, brain is divided into three types. One is progencephalon, mesencephalon, and third is rhombencephalon. So progencephalon is also known as forebrain, mesencephalon is also known as midbrain, and rhombencephalon is also known as hindbrain. You remember there are two terms, one is hindbrain and another is brain stem. So hindbrain contains pons, cerebellum and medulla oblongata, and brainstem contains midbrain, pons and medulla oblongata. Here, brainstem does not contain cerebellum, but hindbrain contains cerebellum. You should be remember these two terms. It may be asked in examiner in examination. So, progencephalon is again divided into two types. One is telencephalon and another is diencephalon. Telencephalon contains these organs. One is cerebral hemisphere. There are two cerebral hemisphere. One is left and another is right cerebral hemisphere. They are connected each other by corpus callosum. Okay. Then basal ganglia. Then basal ganglia function is to control fine motor control of the body. Then hippocampus. Hippocampus is another organ which is the part of the telencephalon, which function is to recall, to memory, to store memory. Then amygdala. Here we individually study these organs in another class. Then diencephalon. Diencephalon contains thalamus, then hypothalamus. Thalamus function is to relay center. Relay center means it receives signals from all of the body, and then it decides which action is due for this. An example, if a mosquito is bite in hand, it receives by the motor nerves to the brain. Then thalamus is the relay center. Here thalamus decide that here is a mosquito is biting. So thalamus is main function is the relay center. Then hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is the hormones stimulatory organ. Here hypothalamus also secrete hormones, like it stimulate pituitary gland to secrete hormone, anterior pituitary and posterior pituitary. Also hypothalamus also secrete hormones like oxytocin and ADH of the posterior pituitary gland. Then metathalamus and epithalamus. Then mesencephalon contain tectum cerebellum. Then rhombencephalon. Rhombencephalon is divided into two types. One is metencephalon and myelencephalon. Metencephalon contains pons and cerebellum, and myelencephalon contains medulla oblongata. So this is the overall topic of the nervous system. Here we systematically cover all the system of the human body, and by a short video we cover all the topics. So at the end of the class we discussed what is nervous system and its classification. Then how was the session? Please put your comment in the comment section below, and if you have any doubt related to this topic, put your comments so that I will answer these questions. So now we end the session. See you in the next class. So please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.